Hi, my name's Morgan Wade, ridebmx.com. I'm teaching you guys how to do turndowns today. I think turndowns are an intermediate trick. You definitely want to be comfortable on your bike before you try it. Definitely find a jump that you're comfortable just cruising over, and it's extremely easy to clear. Turndowns are probably, I'd say, about 70% in the hips and 30% in the arms. I'm right foot forward, so I actually am going to pivot my hips to the left, and what that does is it allows my back foot to be kind of on the outside of the bike. So the biggest part of doing a turn down is really getting your hips out of the way so that when you turn the bars to crank into the turn down itself, you're not going to catch the bar on your leg and get stuck in it. I'm right foot forward, so what I do is I pivot my hips actually out so I'm facing towards my left side. So as the hips turn, the bike, you can kind of push the bike with your legs as your hips turn out of the way, and that allows you basically just to click into the turn down. And the arms are really just the last bit. Just making it clicked is just like, that's the easy part. And getting out of it's the same thing in reverse. The way you get your bike to be, more vertical when you do it is literally by straightening your knees out. When you crank into it, you want your knees not to be bent. You want to lock them straight forward, and you literally push forward with your feet after you've turned your hips. You push forward and it gets the bike to kind of push down instead of out to the side. That's a pretty subjective thing when people talk about, when you've actually gotten into the turn down, like how far it's clicked or whatever. I mean, I would say once your bars are at 180 degrees, like your wheel is pointed straight down in line with your frame backwards, I'd say you've made a turn down once you get to there. Anything before that's kind of a letdown. If you really want to take it that step farther and get it clicked, what you really have to do is lean over your head tube. You lean your body forward, and that really lets you twist into the bars. Your whole body will tweak into it, and that's what lets you torque those bars around. The biggest problem that most people run into when they're learning turn downs, myself included, is they don't know to turn the hips, like I was explaining earlier. If you don't get your hips sideways, your bars, when you do the turn down, your bars go into your thigh, and you really have to get your hips out of the way so that the bars don't hit your thigh, because that's where it'll get stuck. And it's easy to get into that sweet spot, so you'll be in the air and you'll be like, yeah, I got it in there, and you'll feel it brush your leg, and then you'll be chilling and you try to get out of it, and all of a sudden your hand's stuck on your thigh, and then you go down in that position. Once you've got it dialed on the jump you're comfortable on, you can really just take it anywhere. I mean, you can incorporate it into other tricks, 360 turn down, flip turn down. There's plenty of other variations you can do with turn downs, and then also gaps and larger jumps and quarter pipes, you name it. Sky's the limit.